Welcome to the Laughing Horror News Show for Wednesday, March 29th, brought to you by the Laughing Horror Podcast, and these are your horror-related news stories from over the last few days. Bit of casting news coming out of the Godzilla King of Monsters camp, as Legendary Studios is currently in talks with O'Shea Jackson Jr. for a role in the film. Jackson will be best known from his role as Ice Cube in the hit biopic Straight Outta Compton. Also announced was the addition of Ken Watanabe, who will be reprising his role as Dr. Ishiro Serizawa from 2014's Godzilla. Thus far, is the only one out of the original cast currently set to return for the sequel. Godzilla King of Monsters is slated for a release on March 22nd of 2019, with the showdown between Godzilla and King Kong set to take place May 29th, 2020. Five Nights at Freddy creator Scott Cawthon tweeted out a very interesting picture this week. As you can see, Freddy's name is front and center on the production share with the familiar Blumhouse Productions logo in the background, which hints to us that a Five Nights movie may be in the works. A few years back, Warner Brothers had picked up the movie rights to the popular game, with nothing having come of it until now. On an earlier edition of the podcast, I had spoke about the Flatliners reboot, which had been announced at that time. There was a bit of confusion for some people concerning Kiefer Sutherland's role in the film, in which I had stated he was reprising his role from the original, which was correct. Now we have a synopsis and a release date for the film. The synopsis is as follows. 5 medical students, hoping to gain insight into the mysteries of what lies beyond the confines of life, embark on a daring and dangerous experiment. By stopping their hearts for short periods of time, each triggers a near-death experience. As the investigation becomes more and more perilous, they are forced to confront the sins of their past, as well as contend with the paranormal consequences of trespassing to the other side. And the film is set to be released in theaters September 29th of this year. After a 6-month-long haul, Pacific Rim Uprising has completed filming. John Boyega dropped a tweet making the announcement which stated, "It's been an amazing 6 months. That's a wrap on Pacific Rim Uprising." As of the latest, the film is looking at a release date of February 23rd of next year. Marvel Comics has announced their Marvel Horror Collection, which is set to be released on October 24th. The book will be a collection of several classic horror stories they have published over the years to bring us 264 pages of horror-themed fun. Here's the synopsis. Marvel's supernatural superstars star in lavishly illustrated tales of horror, and many of these bizarre adventures from the age of black and white magazines are collected here for the very first time. Blade hunts, Dracula stalks, and the zombie shambles. Meanwhile, night brings the daughter of the diabolical Satana. You'll meet Gabriel, Devil Hunter, discover the magic of Lady Daemon, fear the death-dealing mannequin, and brave the haunt of horror and vault of evil. They're rarely seen creepy classics filled with werewolves, vampires, and monsters unleashed. Read them if you dare. The paperback is available for pre-order now via Amazon for $35. The link will be provided for you in the show notes if you are interested. The David Lynch film noir Muholland Drive is getting a 4K restoration, which is set to be released on May 22nd in the UK. Although a North American release date is yet to be mentioned, we are still privy to the new trailer and poster they have released for the film. For those unaware of what the film is, here's the synopsis. A dark-haired woman is left with amnesia after a car crash. She wanders the streets of Los Angeles in a daze before taking refuge in an apartment. There she's discovered by Betty, a wholesome Midwestern blonde who has come to the City of Angels seeking fame as an actress. Together, the two attempt to solve the mysteries of Rita's true identity. The story is set in a dream-like Los Angeles, spoilt neither by traffic jams nor smog. Sony looks to be trying their hand at the Marvel Cinematic game once more. Confirmed by My Entertainment World as well as Collider, the studio is going down the path of Deadpool and the more recent Logan films, as they're aiming for an R-rated Venom film. Thus far, the studio is going with the script written by Dante Harper, whom was a co-writer on the screenplay for the upcoming Alien Covenant film, and have confirmed that the release date thus far that they're looking at is to be October 5th of 2018. And the biggest news of the past 2 days is the upcoming trailer for the new It film, which has been announced for release as of today. So if you're listening to this, it's likely that you've already seen it. To add to the fun, there have been a few snapshots released and a movie poster as well, in which you are seeing now, but I will leave you with this synopsis. When children begin to disappear in the town of Derry, Maine, a group of young kids are faced with their biggest fears when they square off against an evil clown named Pennywise, whose history of murder and violence dates back for centuries. And that's all that we have for you today. Thank you for checking out our news show. If you're interested in checking out the podcast, that link as well as our social media links are provided in the description below. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you for the Friday edition. Take care.